Alrighty, what's up, internet? We're gonna do pretty quick podcast today, and it's not gonna be anything too crazy, but it's just talking about the new song Stola. Gonna keep it short for a couple of reasons. A couple of the files within the project have gone missing, transferring between computers, but also it's just a pretty short song there's not really a whole lot of crazy instrumentation. That and there's someone with a wood chipper outside, so probably not going to sound the best. But anyway, if you haven't heard the song already, definitely go and check it out. It's everywhere. It's like Spotify and Bandcamp and all the usual suspects. But the song it's sort of based off, or a song that I guess I was inspired by from the series, Gonna Build Divers Re-Rise. Which, if you haven't seen it, it's an alright series, but the predecessor, Build Fighters, is probably one of the best TV shows ever created. This song, it's sort of like an homage to one of the songs in the soundtrack called Hero on the Brink, and it's just really, it's pretty awesome. The whole soundtrack for the show is just amazing. I think it's like 40 songs or something long, and almost every single one is just so captivating, and it covers so many different genres, from like, standard rock to orchestral to, I guess there's some like world music elements in there, and then also just like probably some of like the heaviest, brutal, like gent and metal songs that you've ever heard, all within this one like 40 song soundtrack. It's amazing to listen to. So if you haven't, listened to that on Spotify as well, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, for the most part, the song's pretty standard. There's like a clean guitar intro with some effects behind it, and then it sort of goes into pretty constant octaves and power chords, and yeah, then there's sort of like a rhythmic section where the drums more take over, and the guitars are just sort of accenting mostly the snare hits. And aside from that, it doesn't do anything too out of the ordinary. It's just more of a fun song to play. Interesting note about this one though is when I recorded it, I actually have my tuner set wrong, and I didn't realize. So this song is not actually recorded in A440. It's in like A456 or something bizarre, or maybe it's 460. I honestly can't remember. So I pulled up the session here, but if you have a look, I won't go through the whole thing because there are some files missing. And you can just have a listen to the song for the most part. But what I've done, if you notice down here in the bottom right, when I do a backing track, so when I play live, sometimes I'll play with a band and sometimes I'll play without, just on my own, and then I have backing tracks. I just increased the actual speed of the entire song ever so slightly, just to bring it down to the A440, so I don't have to have one guitar just tuned differently for when I play. So if I ever play the song live without my band, you'll notice it's slightly faster than what it should be. The only other really super out of the ordinary or interesting thing to note is at the start, it's underneath the clean guitars. I'll play it on its own. There's these like effect guitars, so it's just like a crystal sort of sounding effect with with multi-layered delay basically. So have a listen to that. That's probably the most interesting thing that you can't always hear front and center in the song. So it sort of gives like a synthesizer effect sort of sound almost. And then if we unsolo it, you can hear the rest of the band slowly come in underneath it. Yeah, so it pretty quickly gets swallowed up by the rest of the band. So next time you haven't listened to the song, definitely listen closely for it if you can. But yeah, aside aside from that, there's not a whole heap to the song. Like I was sort of saying, if you've been following my Facebook or anything like that, it's sort of like a turning point in the releases for this year. So the plan's always been to do like one song every month of the year. So far they've all been singles. So there's been 6 songs because we're in the 6th month. But going forward, it's going to be this month's release is going to be an EP of 4 tracks, and they're going to be a different genre. So far, they've all been pretty like standard instrumental rock stuff that I usually create. But this next release, they're all going to be lo-fi songs, which will be kind of interesting to see what people think. Sort of a different vibe and a lot more chilled out. And then towards the end of the year, I've got a couple of things planned. I've got like another sort of collection of songs I could do as an EP, and then after that, I've got some exciting stuff that I want to keep under wraps for the minute. But yeah, stay tuned. If you have any questions, drop them or just reach out, and maybe we can do like a question video. But yeah, it's just a quick one for today. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, and I will see you all next month.